Britain's Labour Party has confirmed Andy Burnham as its new leader, clearing the final hurdle for the country's 7th Prime Minister in a decade.
The duly elected leader of the Labour Party is Andy Burnham.
Mr. Burnham set to take office Monday, the sole contender to replace outgoing Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The former Greater Manchester Mayor secured the backing of 379 of 403 Labour MPs. In his first remarks as leader, Mr. Burnham pledging to unite the party and give hope back. Olly Barratt is tracking this story for CNN Live from London. Olly, hard to judge a man by his speech, but Mr. Burnham has said, "I have a plan." What might his plan be as UK Prime Minister?
Yeah, we're still waiting to find out what that plan is going to be. He's been accused by his critics of operating on vibes so far, just giving us broad brushstrokes of the kinds of things he wants to see without telling us exactly how he's going to achieve them. But the reason he's so popular within the Labour Party is also partly because of his perceived ability to communicate. And I think that communication is going to be a key element of his leadership. He's talked about hope and how he wants to inject more positivity and optimism into the UK. But exactly what that means, as I say, the details are yet to be forthcoming. Once he's installed as Prime Minister on Monday, that should be the point at which we start to get some more detail on the types of things he wants to see, such as more devolution of power away from London to regions outside of the British capital. We still don't know who's going to be in his cabinet, and that has led to a lot of uncertainty as well. Again, once Monday sees him installed as Prime Minister, we should start to get the names of who is going to sit around his cabinet table. We know Manchesterism is often used as an example of the kinds of philosophy that he will bring to London now. When he was Mayor of Greater Manchester, that meant lots of building, lots of house building, lots of taking things like buses back into public control. So we may see some of that philosophy moving south to London, but Andy Burnham, by the same token, is saying that he's going to have a number 10 operation in the north as well.
What will he need to overcome so that we do not see, as an example, by next year, say, the 8th Prime Minister in 11 years?
Well, he sort of referenced that in his speech, Sue. He talked about needing to see the end of factionalism within the Labour Party. They need to stop the infighting and get on with solving problems. He knows he needs to get more economic growth, but he also knows he's constrained by the country's public finances at the moment. He knows he wants to see more building of houses, but he knows there's a difficult environment to deliver that in. He wants to get immigration down further, but he also wants to prove to his own Labour Party that he can do that in a humane way that they will find appropriate and acceptable. And then the international sphere. He may well arrive in Downing Street in a week in which the Iran crisis escalates further. That could have knock-on effects for the UK economy. He also enters Downing Street in a week in which the UK has nationalised British steel, angering Beijing. All sorts of reasons for life to be potentially difficult for Andy Burnham, but he comes in, as I say, espousing optimism and hope.
Thanks. Olly Barratt covering this story for CNN Live from London.